500 fucking subscribers. I cannot express my gratitude to each and every one of you in the course of this video, but I do want to open by saying thank you. Thank you to every one of you. It means the world to me that you enjoy my content and actively want to see more. There are far too many people that I want to thank. And if I were to do that, this video would take far, far, far too long. And we don't have the time for that. Or the hat for that. Do you see what I did there? A hat in time! Good lord, this is definitely a case of I did not know I needed this game until I played it. Just look at this beautiful title screen full of wonder and joy and oh look! Look at what this guy's doing! That's a silly boy right there. Look at just doing a heckin' fun time, I guess. Immediately this game draws you in with this gorgeous visuals and huh? What was that? Yeah? Yeah, the game looks bad? Oh, well, let me just explain, because first off, fuck you! And secondarily, it's running on my terrible PC. Here's the specs. Yeah, you like that? This game runs fine enough for me to beat it using these settings, and even on the lowest settings, it's still charming as fuck. So immediately the game draws you with its gorgeous visuals and presentation, reminiscent of a simpler time where you just put a blanket on, controller in hand, milk and fucking cookies at your side, and... What? Yeah? I can still have a blanket and milk and cookies? Nice! The game starts with the Hat Kid sleeping in her bed when she's awoken not by danger, but by her ship saying that today is another great day for adventure, and immediately it oozes with charm. The amount of expression that's relayed on her face is obviously reminiscent of the Wind Waker on GameCube. Alright, I'm glad I could check that off the list. Can we just take a second to look at the ship? The minute I stepped out into the lobby, all I could think about was how much it reminded me of the feeling of exploring one of those large McDonald's play places, like a Discovery Zone, without all the needles and... learning. Hat Kid checks out her systems, and here's a knock at her door, which, of course, doesn't make sense, because we're in space, but okay. But lo and behold, it's a Russian mafioso, saying that you gotta pay the troll toll to get into this boy's... You gotta pay the toll to pass the mafia planet. Hat Kid basically tells him to fuck off, but he Supermans that hoe and busts his way in, breaking the glass, and creating a vacuum which sucks all of the timey-wimey wibby-wobblies into space and onto the planet. Now you think she'd look a little more distressed, but look at her face, she's just like, this motherfucker, I swear to not a Tuesday even, I had to go do my laundry today, now I gotta fucking deal with this, god damn it! I gotta pause here and say that this is the perfect amount of storytelling for a game like this. The pace is snappy and quick, even in its slower moments. The dialogue and setting is funny because, why does she have a door on the glass part of her ship? Why can't he breathe in space? How did he even get here? But the game never dwells on any of it. It presents the thing, says, here's the thing, you say, I recognize the thing, but, and he just says, yeah, here's another thing, try and keep up and just enjoy the ride, and you say, yeah, okay. We land in Mafia Town and are met by a small girl who probably has too many Y chromosomes and... God damn it, what? Yes? No! No, I'm not disparaging anyone. It's a fact! She has a mustache! What? This joke is overused and we should stop? Yeah, I agree, thanks, bye! God, some fucking people, you know? Mustache Girl leads you around for what is essentially your tutorial and basically explains that the Mafia suck and ruin the town, and she wants to be the hero of justice and kick them to the curb. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I can get down with that. Yeah, mustachioed Avenger of Justice. Friendship achieved! Heading back to the spaceship and... I can go to the kitchen now! This is the microwave. It's where you punish bad food. But popcorn are good boys, though. But now, you can access a new level. Wait, no, let me try that again. Now, you can access a new mission in the same world, a la Mario Sunshine in 64 style. Alright, glad I could fit that in too. Next we should talk about how this game is just like Dark Souls! The mission in the first world is pretty basic. Chase down this guy, find the thing, etc., etc. But they really allow you to get a feel for the platforming and how the game will... Hats! Much like Team Fortress 2, this game allows you to equip new hats to your character. But unlike Team Fortress 2, I can't sell these hats for cash. Instead, the Hat Kid's equipped with new abilities, such as running faster, throwing potion bombs, making invisible platforms appear. There's only one hat in the game I really don't care for, and that's the ground pound ice move. It's not really great for attacking, and other than that, it's very situational. And that's saying something where there's a hat that makes things appear, come on! The final mission of the world sees you infiltrating the Mafia's hideout. It's like a casino, I guess. Sneak around a little bit, get the thing, do the thing, beat the thing, meet the thing. Oh, good lord, what is that thing?! I play a lot of Monster Hunter, so I'm not racist against cat chefs or anything, but Christ on a broomstick playing basketball, what even is that?! Alright, anyway. Mafia boss is a big stinky. I mean, look at him wibble wobbling around. Oh, that's not an issue. Holy shit, hit the deck! Oh, we good.
So what do these things do anyway? Are they some sort of rare collector's item for nerds?
Bitch, I will fucking kill you.
Are they some sort of rare wait, huh?
So yeah, Mustache Girl breaks the timey thingy thing, and that's not good, but discovers the true nature of what they can do.
We can make it so the Mafia never arrived on the island! Wait! Even better! We could be crime-fighting time travelers!
Hey, you know what? I'm kinda with you on this one, kid, but like, they're not yours, you know? I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that Hat Kid's either a god or part of some super advanced race or whatever, and you don't fuck with gods. And of course, the Hat Kid turns her down because, you know, you should never trust someone with a mustache like that, even if they tell you it's for good. So Mustache Girl runs off and basically gives you the good old double deuce, but she can't because this game's appropriate for all ages. And that's it! That's the first world. Bam! Done. Cool shit. And after that, I'm so fucking sold on this game, it's not even funny. This game is, though. This game's fucking hilarious. But man, have I missed this feeling when playing a game. The feeling of just joy and whimsical fun. Back on the ship, off of this ship! Get the fuck out! So yeah, the robot chef thingy thing lives here now, I guess. But now we can go to the next world and... Oh, I like where this is going. Dead Bird Studios, home of the 2 bird movie production companies. What the fuck? One company ran by this guy, the conductor, who has an affinity towards old western train heist movies. Can't blame him, that's good shit. Then there's this guy, DJ Grooves, who's just...
Nonsense, darling, nonsense.
Yep, I like this guy. Obviously, there's some kind of beef here between the two of them, and it's up to Hat Kid to, well, get her timepiece back. I don't really think she cares about making them friends again. Oh, sunglasses vending machine, eh? Don't mind if I do. Oh, how about another one? Fucking styling. But can we go for 3? Oh. Great, now I have even more debt. So you sneak around a fucking awesome level based around a movie set, complete with bottomless pits, as every great movie studio should have. It's very much a simple concept for its level design. Hide, sneak, platform, elaborate jumping, etc., whatnot, simple shit. But I gotta say, I really love this level. Much like Sonic Mania Studiopolis or Overwatch's Hollywood level, we get to explore a movie set. That's not really a scenario you see done very frequently in video games, and frankly, I find it really refreshing. Not to mention it's a damn fun level, albeit very simple. Now see, this is a bird I can trust. He actually looks like a fucking bird. I like him. He's a good guy. And he's gonna give me an ID? And he's gonna get rid of the bill? Dude, fucking cool guy. Look, I gave Hat Kid communist shades. That's fucking awesome. Dead Bird Studio is easily my favorite level in the entire game. The fact that we have 2 different styles of levels in one hub world is really cool, and how we get very different styles of levels are just so much fun. DJ Grooves here wants to make the Hat Kid famous, and who wouldn't? She's fucking adorable. So you gotta run around town, and holy shit, that very real looking dog is trapped on top of the fountain! Now I'm famous. Not a very complicated level, just one that's full of laughs and a chance to run around and have a good time. Meanwhile, on a train out in the middle of the desert.
Welcome back, lassie. I haven't written the script for my next movie yet, so we're not recording. I'll call for you when the script is ready.
Oh, well, alright then. This couldn't be a clever ploy of any sort. Holy shit! That bird's cooked! Turns out there's been a murder, and my great aunt, or whatever, is a suspect. How could this possibly be?
What is your uncle's sister's maiden name?
Oh, that makes sense.
Which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of, fellow Express Owl?
You know, sometimes in life you gotta tell people the truth about yourself sometimes. I mean, it helps you it makes me feel better when I tell people about this kind of things. Seriously though, this is probably one of my favorite missions in the game. It's all about sneaking around and finding clues, about solving the murder of that poor bird in the beginning. There's no real enemies to fight, just things for you to hide from and gorgeous scenery to take in. I really have to reiterate that having variety in its level design is definitely one of the strong suits of A Hat in Time, as you never have a chance to get bored with what the game has to offer. And finally, after finding all the clues, I, the great detective Grenade Man Blitz, have deduced who the true criminal in this atrocious avian attack have amplified something else that begins with an A. The true criminal is none other than the Dead Bird. It all makes sense. Dead Bird Studios. Due to Mustache Girl's fucking shenanigans, time is all sorts out of whack. So some of the timepieces have been scattered into like subspace, but they look like the levels from Super Mario Sunshine, so I'm cool with that. Do some platforming, get a timepiece, it's a win-win situation. And I love me some Sunshine, so that's a very welcome thing from me. Deadbird Studio has one really cool thing it does with its bosses, and I don't really want to spoil that for anyone, so let's just move on to Subcon. Not that one. That's the right one. Okay, it's okay? Okay. Spooky Forest. Seriously, I love the use of color here. Nothing feels drowned out, but the blues and the purples and the greens really make it feel like a painting. It's just great. Also, this thing is taunting me! How dare he do that? Oh. Well, I'll just break out of here and... Do you hear that? Something's coming. Something big. Something scary. Something voiced by Youngtown!
Yourself. Nobody enters my home and leaves in one piece.
This guy is the Snatcher. And yes, he does look like the Shadow from Okage. But fuck, I love this guy. All business, some pleasure, and he knows that he can fuck your day up. What a fun character. He basically tells Hat Kid that he'll kill her if she doesn't sign this contract and do exactly what he tells her to do. Well, you know what? I don't let anyone tell me what to do, so I ain't signing your fucking contract.
Come on now. Don't make this difficult. You don't really have a say in this. Sign the paper.
No!
I don't think I made this clear enough. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. Put your name on the contract, or I'll make your dead, hollow body sign it for you.
No!
I gave you an opportunity to redeem a bad situation.
Oh. He wasn't kidding. Alright, so he wants you to go around and kill these fox spirit things, okay? No issue. Turns out they want to die anyway, so I mean, who are we to tell them not to? To help him out, all we gotta do is find these paintings to burn. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Oh. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. Do that a couple of times, open up the path, and woo! Got ourselves a timepiece. I think one of my favorite things about Subcon Forest is that it subverts your expectations of how the world and level design of the game work. So far, to get access to a new level, all you have to do is find enough timepieces or pawns. Standard stuff for a collectathon. Here, you can't advance to new levels unless you find the Snatcher again by stumbling into one of the traps, which means you actually have to explore the levels! What a revolutionary idea! There is one mission in this area that I really have to highlight. This shit came out of fucking left field, but my god, it felt so good. Snatcher tells you gotta go to the mansion and figure out what the hell's going on. Okay, no problem. So you enter the courtyard gates and oh my god, this ambience is beautiful. It's such a stark contrast to everything you've had up to this point, yet it feels so natural and cohesive to the design and storytelling of the world in this. It's fantastic! The way the snow blinds most of your view until the mansion begins to form in the distance, and when you approach you find no way to enter so you have to sneak around. And there it is. Beautiful. You enter the mansion from the basement, and you're told that you can't use any of your hat powers. It's in the contract. You read the contract, right? You didn't? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. As you step into the mansion, you can walk around and explore and... Good bitch tits, that's spooky! So now you have to go through this entire mansion solving puzzles, hiding when necessary, and my god, it's beautiful tension. Each floor of the mansion has multiple puzzles and little things you need to do to advance. None of it's testing your platforming abilities, mind you, but rather whether or not you're patient enough to stop and think about how you're going to deal with the situation. I think it's a beautiful change of pace, and one that's very welcome here. Throughout the mansion, you'll find little clues about who this woman was and what kind of person she was, and even though it's initially seeming sort of tragic, you find out she was kind of a bitch. Probably the reason why she's a spooky ghost now. Whatever, I got my timepiece! By the way, you fight the Snatcher, and it's a great fight, but I can't just sit here and spoil the majesty of it, but it sort of goes like this. And now we're besties. So you might be asking yourself, Nade, what's the next area like? After a quaint little island, a movie studio, some Tim Burton-esque nightmare, it's gotta be something amazing, am I right? It's mountains. Don't get me wrong, this place is pretty cool, and some of the gimmicks are kinda neat. But compared to the last two worlds, I find it a bit underwhelming. The mountainous feel is really neat, and this world is full of great fucking platforming challenges overall. But there's a lack of reason to be here. However, what I think the team was trying to do here was just allow the player to have a little bit of freedom to just run around, have some fun. There's a small overarching story that culminates brilliantly with a final run-through of the level, and again, some of the platforming here is brilliant. The design is great, the music is good, the art is fantastic as usual, but when comparing the themes side by side, it's definitely a bit of a letdown. However, that's completely subjective again, the platforming is great, that's what really counts. Plus, you got these cute fuckers. Now then, the important question. Is the last level good? So Mustache Fucker breaks into Hat Kid's ship and in a shocking twist steals all the timepieces and starts to use them to break time itself into whatever she wants it to be. Hat Kid realizes this, makes her way into the newly reformed planet and brings many questions up about time. We land on the planet and are greeted by an imposing sight, with stairs leading all the way up to the top, people dropping hints of being judged by the ruler. Obviously, it's Mustache Girl. On the way up, you can talk to all these characters you met along the way, each of them offering their feelings or words of encouragement. Oh, I remember you. You fuckers can die. Make fun of my cloaca. This level offers some of the most fun. This level offers some of the coolest level. Really, it reminds me of... It's a good level, okay? God damn it, I thought we were done with this. Hello? No, I don't suck! You get through the gauntlet of challenges, which are a lot of fun, and arrive at a surprisingly morbid cutscene where Mustache Girl is judging everyone in the world, starting with, of course, the Mafia folk. She sees you arrive and ever so graciously tells you that you can live. Oh, how nice! But fuck you, bitch! You stole all my shit and now you're out of time! See what I did there? So you can fight her, and it's really cool and fun, but oh my god, on my PC, it's such bullshit. But I can see how a lot of the mechanics work, and to be honest, even with my shitty PC, this fight is still a lot of fun. Halfway through the fight, all the people you've met come to realize that the pawns they drop when they die have the ability to power Hat Kid up. They resolve to let themselves die and power her up, which also raises a lot more questions than it answers. But this is something I really like. You can't really lose the fight after the halfway point. It's purely cinematic, but in the sense that it's meant to amplify the situation by having the player actually play through it. It could have just been a cutscene, which I'm sure you know of plenty of developers that do that. The fact that it's playable just adds the sense of connectivity between you and Hat Kid. Through some clever fighting, use of mechanics from other fights, it's really a culmination of everything you've seen and been through so far, and as a video game should do, makes you feel like you've learned something from your journey. And that's the best feeling of all. Today I've learned that life is fleeting and one day we'll all be dust, so it's best to live in the moment and not take life for granted. Also, I really like hats. And that's pretty much it. You've beaten the game. Was it worth it? Was it worth the price of admission? How much should I pay for this? Abso-fucking-lutely. This game is a goddamn masterpiece, and holy shit, I cannot believe I waited so long to play it. Everything comes together so well that once you've played and beaten it, you can sit back and think to yourself, wow. Video games really are the best video games. Oh shit, I haven't said that in a video in over a year. We bringing that back?
Yeah, we're bringing that back.
All in all, I walked away from A Hat in Time feeling extremely satisfied. And with the fact that the devs have already stated that more modes are on the way, including a new Game Plus and a new chapter, you can be damn well sure I'll be all over that. If this game ever gets a physical release, I will be more than happy to slam down $20 to $40 on a GameStop counter and tell them, give me your fucking hat, you goddamn degenerate, then grab all the amiibo and run out the door like a goddamn wizard. Also, I would probably buy the game. Go buy A Hat in Time. It's amazing. Nade's seal of approval. Poof! Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, maybe fucking punch that button a couple of times, at least on an odd number of times, because if you do an even number, it'll unsubscribe, and that kind of defeats the point. If you're new here, I've got other videos to check out for you. I apologize, though, because I'm not monetized, or wait, no, I don't have the YouTube thing anymore, so I can't, you know, just link it in the end of my videos like I used to, which is fucking bullshit if you ask me, but hey, times are tough. We gotta keep chugging along. I appreciate all my fans' patience and waiting for this video to come out. I'm sure most of you are aware of that some bullshit happened. Life sucks, but you know, we move on. I want to give a special couple bits of thanks to a few people. Spork Senpai, you know, spork like the utensil, and senpai like that weird word you use to call something. You know what I mean. He did most of the art for the video. He did the thumbnail and he did the little Nade emotes that you've seen through it. I want to give a big special thank you so much for what he did. It really kind of added a little bit of spice to the dish. I also want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Petronius, Pete Ronius, Hecto Patronum. Petronius. He did that little bit of art that was the Hat in Time logo, but Dark Souls. He's a fantastic fucking guy. Love him to death. Go check out his channel. Links to both of them will be in the description below. I want to thank Gears for Breakfast because god damn, this game is amazing. I'm so sorry I waited so long to play it. Other than that, if you like me, you can follow me on Twitter. There's a link somewhere in there. If you like me and want to support me, fucking, I already told you subscribe. If you like me and you want to talk to me, you can join my Discord. There's a link to that. If you like me, hey, that's nice. I appreciate that. With that being said, guys, I will see you all eventually again. I'm probably going to take a break. That was a long-ass video to make, but always remember, video games are the best video games. Later!